let's see here. Today, I officially announced that I'm retiring from competitive League of Legends for good and moving on to other things. What an amazing journey it's been for me in esports. Some of the memories I've made and people I've met will stay with me for life. Around November, I didn't find an LCS team for spring split, and it left me asking myself some really important questions. Will I be happy enough to potentially wait a full year or more for an LCS team to decide to sign me? The uncertainty surrounding job security, even what my salary might be in the coming year, was starting to cause me a lot of anxiety. The LCS going through financial turmoil, even cutting out 2 teams from the league with no real plan in place moving forward to replace them, also felt awful. Yeah, I mean, I think the financial turmoil part is really, really bad. Like, it's all around bad. I think cutting out 2 teams from the league was pretty much a plus. Like, I would say it's overall a big plus for, viewing experience, quality of games, and just like how dense the fucking good players are. I really hope everyone continuing in the LCS and dedicating their lives to it, that there is a more promising future. I'll always be rooting for you guys. Okay, so coming off of a very successful split on EG, where I felt I had really proven my worth as an LCS top laner, my job/place in the league was not secure. I'm worried things like this could happen to any player, though. Even someone like Licorice, who was voted first All-Pro, was left without a spot in the league this split. Yeah, that one is probably more of a crazy one. Like, Licorice having no team this split because of like the timing of Golden Guardians announcing that they don't have a spot anymore, and then he's like free agent at the worst time possible. That one's pretty crazy. However, the waiting game for me, giving away a year of my life or more potentially, doesn't really sit right with me and align with my life goals. ASIC will fix the LCS and bring glory and fame once had. Thank you, ASIC. We're all counting on you. When I left school to become an LCS player, I told myself that I would do it until I felt like my career wasn't going on an upward trajectory anymore. The reason for this is because I'd sacrificed a lot leaving university and pursuing my goal of becoming a doctor. Dr. Revenge is back. I was 2 years into my degree in neuroscience and had only 1 year remaining to complete it and apply to med school. Leaving school meant also leaving all my scholarships, where I had a full ride to my uni. I always had plans someday to return and complete this journey. To this day, I have no regrets doing that, despite how tumultuous my career has been. I know I still have a lot more to show competing in LCS and still want to reach my goal of making Worlds someday, but my decision and timing to retire still feels right to me and makes me happy. I really look forward to announcing some exciting things soon in the future about my life's journey going back to uni. Hope that you guys will support that too. Okay, so now he's doing some thank yous to Giotto. This guy's been a long time coach. Let's see who else. Yeah, just like fans, friends, and special shout out to his coach. An interview with Ashley King about my retirement, where I go more in depth, will be released soon. Say it ain't so, cousin. And ASIC is crying out here. Oh my god, ASIC. Wipe those tears off your cheek, buddy. Oh shit, someone check on Steve's brother. Dude, we have one of our friends, his brother's a Revenge super fan. He calls him NA the Shy. I'd say that's insulting to Revenge. Yeah, so wait, crying at Planet Fitness? Wait, ASIC, you go to Planet Fitness? Okay, no, that's not Planet Fitness. This is like some fucking weird ass thing. It's the only good one near you? Oh, it is. What do you mean a good one, dude? Planet Fitness is for people who like... Alright, never mind. Keep it going. It fits you. Alright, so... What do I have to think about this? Sorry, I got distracted. What? I think it's quite sad, but... In a lot of ways, it aligns with kind of some of my thoughts too, which is like, what is the best time to put this stuff down, move on with your life, right? Best time to put this stuff down, move on with your life is when it feels right, obviously, but also when what you're getting out of it is no longer worth the sacrifice. And for him, putting all this stuff on hold, putting his life on hold, no longer worth the sacrifice, because LCS, look at the first paragraph, there's financial turmoil, there's not a lot of job security, the future is kind of uncertain. Very similar to how I feel, which is just like no regrets, because the best time is it just doesn't feel right anymore. So, you know, LCS obviously has less jobs, which is a good thing for a viewer. Like, gonna be honest, I'm just a watcher. I'm just a leech of LCS right now. I sit there in my chair and I talk about stuff that should probably get me banned with Medio, Sneaky, Spica, and we watch the games with you guys, and it's a good time. And I think the LCS going down to 18 is, the games are way better. Like, not way better. They're a little bit better because of it. My opinion, obviously. But that's not good for the players, because the players would want there to be a little bit more jobs, a little bit more job security, and also like a bit more pay. But you know, all those things going down doesn't feel quite as good to be a player anymore as it used to be back in the golden age. Like, imagine if here's like another thought experiment. Imagine if I retired, and I was like, yeah, no, this shit is this is not lit anymore, and it was like season 5. Right, like season 5. Holy! Do you guys remember how amazing League was in season 5? Like, I'm pretty sure if you went to any fucking high school in America with, specifically with like any sort of like Asian guys, then there would just be so many League players. Like, I'm pretty sure League was like fucking. It was like the Fortnite, 2017 Fortnite, 2015. That was League, and it was a phenomenon. It was a worldwide phenomenon. I mean, it still is, but like not as much in America. So like that would be the worst time, right? Because it's just about to go to like, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars salaries, you know, $500,000, $1 million contracts, like crazy explosion of just like fans and just like viewership and attention, and you know, it's not just about the money, but like the money is a side effect of LCS getting like fucking massive at the time. So that'd be the worst time. And I think of all the times to put this down and move on with your life, you know, this is a pretty decent time. So I totally get it. And for him to sit around and kind of just like let his life get put on hold for another year doesn't make sense. I support that. And honestly, A6 tweet is too good. I'm gonna have to put a like on that one as well. Wish there was a super like button, to be honest. W. Only the true OGs remember the tribunal. Holy. Playing League is not a sustainable 10 to 20 year career path. It's only viable for the good 1%. Well, yeah. It was never about like, dude, that's like saying, I mean, let me think about a smaller, like, because you can't compare League to like the NBA, right? Because the NBA, you're gonna make your money, and even if you play in the NBA for like 5 years or 10 years, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be set for. What is it? NBA average salary. Holy shit, bro! You can play in the NBA for like 2 years, 1 year average salary. I'm sure this is not like how much you make your first year, but like 1 year in the NBA, you're chilling. Okay, let's say like UFC. Let's say UFC. Oh my goodness. That's pretty bad. 68K? Like, they're getting paid like double a McDonald's worker to get beaten in the head. That's not good. So yeah, basically like it's not long-term sustainable, but it's a bunch of kids with no social skills. I would know. I was one of them and still am. But it's a bunch of kids who are horribly addicted to a video game. And they're putting their life on hold because it's really, really fun to compete. It's really, really fun. Like, you know, there's nothing better than to go up against somebody who's trying their best and beat the shit out of them in game. So like when you think about like, you know, oh my God, these poor kids, they're sacrificing so much, man. Let's light a candle for them. That's really not what it is. What it really is typically the League players, you know, Revenge. Sure, he was studying to be a neuroscientist. Most League players are like, okay, there's like two sides of the spectrum. There's the A student, so it's like me, Biofrost, Poe Belter, and then there's like the F student. That'd be like Bjergsen. He like didn't even go to school past middle school or some shit for other reasons. So basically, no matter what happened, we were probably going to hate doing school. You know, whether or not we were A or an F student, it didn't really matter. We were probably going to hate that shit. And this was a great little side journey. Yeah, I got to say, like, I'm very lucky to have had this little side quest. It's been a good time. Yes, I was an A student. I was an A student. You can just tell. You can tell. I'm a certified genius. I got a 2250 on the SAT. I'm gonna go pull up my fucking SAT scores. I got a 2250 SAT score. Percentile. Hold on. I was in the 99th percentile. Okay? You better show some fucking respect. 99th percentile. Do an IQ test right now? Oh, later. A photo of what I looked like in high school? Oh, you guys, let's just be honest here. You could tell that I was an A student. There was some clues. Some contextual clues.